Have you ever felt excited about planning a trip only to realize that age might bring challenges you never considered? Exploring new places, meeting people, and experiencing different cultures can still be thrilling, but after 70, travel can become far more complicated and even dangerous. Our bodies aren't as strong, reactions slow down, and unexpected health issues can turn a dream vacation into a stressful, risky ordeal. In this video, I'll reveal 5 key reasons why traveling at this stage of life can be more hazardous than you might think. From sudden health emergencies to financial traps that could drain your savings. Each point will give you a clearer understanding of the real challenges seniors face while traveling. And most importantly, the final reason on this list is one that many seniors never consider. Yet it's one of the most common ways people lose money, time, and peace of mind while on the road. Stay with me until the end to make sure you're fully informed before booking your next trip. Now let's dive in. Number 1. The growing health risks and medical emergencies. Traveling in your 70s can be an incredible way to explore the world, but it also comes with a hidden challenge. Your health can be unpredictable. As we age, our bodies don't always respond the way they used to. And conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, or breathing difficulties can suddenly turn a peaceful trip into a stressful medical emergency. When you're at home, getting medical care is simple. A quick call to your doctor or a visit to the nearest hospital can address most concerns. But when you're in a foreign country or even a remote part of your own, accessing proper treatment can be far more difficult. A mild health issue that would normally be easy to manage can quickly become a serious, even life-threatening crisis when you're far from familiar healthcare providers. Long-haul flights increase the risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, high altitudes can put extra strain on your heart and lungs, and something as simple as dehydration or heat exhaustion can have far more severe consequences in an unfamiliar climate. Plus, aging weakens the immune system, making it easier to catch unexpected infections from new environments. Take James, a 74-year-old travel lover. He and his wife booked a dream cruise, thinking it would be a relaxing way to see new places without much physical strain. But on the 4th day, James experienced sharp chest pain. The ship's medical team did what they could, but he needed urgent hospital care. Since they were in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait hours for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port. Thankfully, he survived, but the experience shook him. His dream vacation turned into a terrifying ordeal, one he later admitted could have been avoided with better planning. Another major concern is health insurance. Many seniors assume their regular coverage will protect them anywhere, only to realize, too late, that it doesn't apply abroad. Without proper travel insurance, emergency hospital visits, surgeries, and even basic medications can lead to overwhelming out-of-pocket expenses. Some seniors have faced bills in the tens of thousands just to receive essential care while traveling. So, what can you do if you're over 70 and still want to explore the world? First, always check with your doctor before traveling. A full health assessment can help you understand any potential risks and ensure you have all the necessary medications. Research the healthcare system at your destination, and if you're going overseas, invest in comprehensive travel insurance that includes emergency evacuation and hospital coverage. When it comes to your health, preparation is everything. It can be the difference between a smooth, enjoyable trip and a disaster. While medical risks are an important factor, they're just one of the many things to consider when traveling at this stage of life. Let's explore the next challenge you should be aware of. Number 2. Increased risk of infections and exposure to contaminants. When traveling after 70, one of the most overlooked dangers is the increased risk of infections from bacteria, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Crowded airports, packed airplanes, busy public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants all create the perfect environment for germs to spread. For younger travelers, a mild cold or an upset stomach might just be a temporary nuisance. But for older adults, these infections can lead to serious complications, hospital visits, or even long-term health issues. One trip can expose seniors to more illnesses than they would normally encounter in months at home, and sometimes their immune systems simply aren't strong enough to fight them off. As we age, our immune system naturally weakens, making it harder to recover from infections. Respiratory illnesses like the flu and pneumonia pose a significant risk to older travelers, especially when exposed to new strains of bacteria in different parts of the world. Airplanes in particular are breeding grounds for germs. Passengers sit close together for hours, breathing recycled air and touching surfaces that may not be properly sanitized. Then there's the issue of food and water safety. Exploring new cuisines is one of the best parts of traveling, but unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can lead to digestive issues. Foodborne illnesses like norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella can be much more severe in seniors, causing prolonged sickness, dehydration, and a significantly weakened immune system. While locals may have built up immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, travelers often do not. Something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad rinsed in local water can lead to severe stomach infections. Even seemingly clean spaces like hotel rooms and rental cars can harbor bacteria. Many people assume that if a place looks tidy, it must be safe. But high-touch surfaces like doorknobs, seatbelts, and tray tables are rarely disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who rely on mobility aids like canes or walkers are at even higher risk since they frequently touch public surfaces for balance. So, how can you protect yourself while traveling? The good news is, with a few precautions, you can significantly reduce your risk. Carry hand sanitizer and wash your hands frequently. Wear a mask in crowded places like airports and public transport. Drink only bottled or filtered water and avoid raw or undercooked food. Get recommended vaccines before traveling and pack essential medications. Staying healthy while traveling is absolutely possible. It just requires a bit of preparation and awareness. However, health risks aren't the only concern when traveling at this age. There's another major factor that could impact not only your well-being, but also your finances. Stay tuned for reason number 3. If you found this information valuable, comment number 2 below to let me know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so and turning on notifications so you never miss an important video. Your support helps us continue creating helpful and inspiring content for you. Number 3. Travel fatigue and the challenges of recovery. Traveling sounds exciting, but for those over 70, the physical toll can be far greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, unpredictable schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that takes much longer to recover from. Unlike in younger years when a good night's sleep could restore energy, many older adults find that post-travel fatigue lingers for days or even weeks. And when the body is tired, everything else is affected. Immune function weakens, coordination declines, and the risk of illness or injury increases significantly. One of the biggest challenges seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy hotels, or adjusting to different time zones can make it nearly impossible to get proper rest. Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired. It affects mental clarity, weakens the immune system, and even increases the risk of heart problems. Studies have shown that older adults take longer to adjust when crossing multiple time zones, meaning jet lag can last much longer than expected. This extended exhaustion can turn an exciting trip into a draining experience, leaving travelers feeling more depleted than rejuvenated. Then there's the issue of physical strain. Sitting for long periods on planes, buses, or trains can lead to stiff joints, swelling, and a higher risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation issues, long travel days can cause lingering discomfort even after reaching their destination. And once they arrive, the physical demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with scheduled activities can quickly become overwhelming. What starts as a fun vacation can easily turn into a struggle just to keep up. Take the story of Richard, a 75-year-old man who always loved traveling. After retiring, he and his wife planned a 2-week trip overseas, expecting it to be just as enjoyable as their past vacations. But after a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even begun. By the second day, he struggled to keep up with walking tours, had trouble staying alert during excursions, and needed frequent rest breaks. By the time he finally adjusted, it was almost time to go home. Instead of coming back refreshed, he spent weeks recovering from the trip rather than enjoying his memories. Another challenge older travelers face is maintaining their usual diet and hydration levels. Many destinations offer unfamiliar foods that may cause digestive issues, and staying properly hydrated while on the move is often overlooked. Dehydration alone can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple activities feel overwhelming. Combined with poor sleep and physical strain, it's easy to see why so many seniors feel worse after traveling instead of refreshed. So what's the solution? If travel is unavoidable, seniors should plan extra rest days, stay hydrated, and avoid overloading their itinerary with back-to-back activities. Taking shorter flights with layovers to move around, packing nutritious snacks, and allowing time for naps can help reduce exhaustion. But most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is key, because a vacation should be enjoyable, not something that takes weeks to recover from. Physical fatigue is a serious concern for senior travelers, but it's not the only hidden danger. There's another major risk that could turn a simple misstep into a serious emergency: the increased risk of falls and injuries. Stay tuned for reason number 4. If you're still here and found this information helpful, comment number 3 below to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so and turn on notifications so you never miss an important video. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to keep you informed and inspired. Number 4, increased risk of falls and injuries. One of the greatest dangers of traveling after 70 is the heightened risk of falls and injuries. As we age, our reflexes, balance, and bone density naturally decline, making us more susceptible to accidents. While a minor trip or stumble at home may not seem like a big deal, a fall while traveling, especially in an unfamiliar place, can lead to fractures, extended hospital stays, or even permanent mobility issues. In reality, a single fall can change a senior's life, turning what was meant to be a relaxing trip into a painful and costly ordeal. Many older travelers don't realize just how different travel environments can be compared to what they're used to. Hotels, cruise ships, and historic sites often feature uneven floors, dimly lit staircases, or slippery surfaces, all of which increase the risk of falls. Some destinations have little to no accessibility accommodations, meaning simple tasks like stepping onto a bus or walking on cobblestone streets can become unexpected hazards. In many places, emergency medical services are not as fast or advanced as they are at home, meaning even a minor injury could take longer to treat, raising the risk of complications. Take the story of Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Europe. She was in great shape for her age and walked regularly in her neighborhood without any problems. But when she arrived in Italy and started navigating steep, uneven streets, she quickly realized it was more challenging than she had expected. One evening, while stepping off a curb in a dimly lit alley, she lost her balance and fell hard, breaking her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital where doctors told her she needed surgery. Not only did she have to cut her trip short, but she also spent months recovering after returning home. What was meant to be the trip of a lifetime became an experience she wished she had never had. Another major factor is travel fatigue. Days of exhaustion, irregular eating schedules, and disrupted sleep can all affect balance and coordination. When the body is tired, reaction times slow down, making it easier to misstep or trip. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, extended walking through airports, train stations, or tourist sites can cause swelling and discomfort, increasing the risk of sudden instability. So how can older travelers minimize the risks? Choosing destinations with good accessibility, avoiding high-risk areas with uneven terrain, and always wearing proper footwear can help. Using walking aids, supportive shoes, and taking regular rest breaks can also make a huge difference. Most importantly, recognizing personal limitations is key, because no trip is worth sacrificing long-term mobility and independence. If you're still watching this video and found these insights helpful, comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on notifications so you never miss an important video. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to keep you informed and inspired. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Travel insurance and financial risks. One of the most unexpected dangers of traveling after 70 isn't just about health, it's also about financial risks. Many seniors assume that if something goes wrong while traveling, they can simply rely on insurance or personal savings. However, the reality is that medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial scams can drain a bank account much faster than expected. For many older travelers, one unexpected event can turn a well-planned vacation into a financial nightmare, causing overwhelming costs and stress. One of the biggest financial risks is medical care abroad. Many seniors don't realize that their regular health insurance often does not cover treatment outside their home country. This means that if you get sick or injured while traveling, you could be responsible for thousands of dollars in medical bills. Even in countries where healthcare is more affordable, emergency medical evacuations, such as being flown to a proper hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without proper travel insurance, seniors may find themselves either facing a massive bill or being unable to receive necessary care. Then, there's the issue of trip cancellations. Many seniors book trips months in advance, assuming they'll be in good health when the time comes. However, life is unpredictable, and unexpected health issues can arise, forcing them to postpone or cancel the trip entirely. Unfortunately, airlines, hotels, and cruise lines often have strict no-refund policies for last-minute cancellations, meaning seniors could lose thousands of dollars if they need to change their plans. Without proper trip insurance, recovering that money is nearly impossible. Beyond medical costs and trip cancellations, another serious financial risk is fraud and scams. Scammers frequently target elderly travelers using tactics such as fake taxi services that overcharge, or even sophisticated schemes designed to steal credit card information. Many fraudsters specifically look for older adults who seem unfamiliar with their surroundings, knowing they're less likely to recognize a scam in real time. In some cases, criminals take advantage of seniors by offering fraudulent vacation deals that turn out to be nothing more than expensive traps. Consider the case of George, a 76-year-old man who was always careful with his money. He booked his dream vacation to a tropical island and made sure to budget wisely for every part of the trip. But when he arrived, he realized the hotel he had booked didn't exist. He had fallen for an online scam, and by the time he realized it, his money was gone. With nowhere to stay, he had to scramble to find another hotel, paying double his original budget just to have a place to sleep. What was supposed to be a relaxing trip turned into a stressful ordeal. The financial burden followed him home. How can seniors protect themselves? 1. Check your health insurance. Find out if it covers international travel. If not, invest in a strong travel insurance policy that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. 2. Book travel only through reputable companies. Avoid deals that seem too good to be true, as they often are. 3. Be extra cautious with money while traveling. Don't carry too much cash. Be mindful of who has access to your credit card information and never share financial details with strangers. While travel can be exciting, these financial risks make it clear that extra caution is necessary after 70. Unexpected costs, the potential for financial loss due to scams, and the unpredictability of health emergencies make travel a high-stakes decision for seniors. But does this mean you should never travel again? Not necessarily. Final thoughts. We've just explored 5 major risks that come with traveling after 70. Risks that many seniors don't consider until they experience them firsthand. From unexpected health emergencies to injuries, exhaustion, infections, and financial pitfalls, each of these challenges can turn a relaxing vacation into an overwhelming or even dangerous experience. While travel may seem like an exciting way to spend retirement, the reality is that after a certain age, planning, caution, and awareness become more important than ever. But does that mean seniors should stop traveling entirely? Not necessarily. Instead, for those over 70, the approach to travel should change. Instead of exhausting long-haul flights, stressful tours, or risky destinations, it may be better to choose closer, safer options that don't put too much strain on the body. Exploring local attractions, taking shorter trips, or focusing on destinations with easy access to medical care can make a big difference in safety and enjoyment. Travel should enhance life, not create lasting problems that continue long after the trip is over. If you or a loved one is considering traveling after 70, take some time to seriously think about potential challenges. Is your health stable enough for the trip? Do you have adequate travel insurance to protect against financial risks? Have you chosen a safe, accessible destination that meets your needs? These may not be fun questions to ask, but answering them honestly can prevent unnecessary stress and difficulties later. At the end of the day, a long life isn't just about adding years. It's about ensuring those years are lived with quality, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding unnecessary travel means staying healthier and safer, then it's worth reconsidering the risks before booking the next flight. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one thing you've learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your feedback means the world to us, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts. Reading your comments gives us incredible motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.